always great talking to you, man. Where are you right now? Are you on? Is the band on tour? What's going on?
Yeah, the band Bedouin Soundclash is on tour right now. I'm on tour with my solo project in between all this stuff. But right now, today, we are doing a show in Brampton
Okay.
at the theater at the Rose Theater tonight, and then we're just doing a bunch of theater shows for that like to this weekend and next weekend around Ontario.
Can I ask you who your opening act is?
You can Clarel from Montreal. He's an
I,
incredible singer. Yeah,
I just interviewed him, and that was one of the things we talked about. He's so excited about him. I'm
yeah.
curious, man. What made you decide to choose him? Because yeah, I think he's an incredible artist as well.
So he worked with like he. I first heard about him through my friend Patrick Creef, who's an amazing songwriter, and was in the Deers, and now he does a lot of pop writing in LA. And he's from Montreal, and so he'd done some stuff with Clarel, and he was like, "Man, this guy's going to be a star. Like his voice, everything about him is just cool." And we saw him perform. I think it was like finally we connected in Yellowknife because where else would we finally meet but Yellowknife at a festival?
Of course.
So it was like a year later. I was like, "Hey man," and I was like, "Let's do some shows." We saw him play, and he's a wonderful human being too. So yeah, we
Yeah.
had him come across Canada with us on the last cross Canada tour. Shouldn't say cross Canada. Last from West Coast to Ontario tour we did. And yeah, he's a wonderful guy.
Yeah, great guy. So glad that you guys are all together. But look, man, when do you have time to do a solo album when the last I talked to you with the anniversary and everything else going on and touring, when do you have time to do something for yourself? Oh,
You
I
know,
love that pause.
I'm wondering, I'm wondering how to answer this one because I have asked for this myself. My wife asked me the same question, although it's not when do you have time for yourself? We have our son at home. Uh, so, I've been working on the solo record for probably about a year, probably about 2 years now. Um, I love making music. That's the one thing that I love doing. I feel like it's my calling in life. And so I was just like, a couple of years ago, I was like, you know what I'm tired of is just like where everything, it takes a while. Like you take a couple of years to make a record, then you put it out, and then it takes 6 months to go on tour. And then I was like, I just want to be releasing music, and sort of be up to date with where I'm at spiritually as a songwriter, as opposed to like where I was at 2 years ago. So, um, anyways, that doesn't really answer the question of time. I don't have it. I don't really know if I'm doing that one well, Rudy. I don't.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
doing
think
it
I.
well, man. I'll tell you what, man. Let's jump right into the single,
Sure.
because when I heard it and I saw the visualization, I'm not even saying it right. Visualization. I think I said it right. Anyways,
Sure.
video. Um, First, I love the video, but I thought of Miami Vice, and the reason why I thought of Miami Vice was just that the the suspense, and then the build up, and then the action that happens. So I wanted to throw that out to you before I do this. What is the name of the new single, and how's it representing you at this point in your career?
I'm going to assume that you're talking about "Die for Love." That's the thing. Last visualizer I put out where I was like running,
Yes, yes,
and yeah. So I do a lot of running. That's like the one thing that kind of in my later life is my drug to I just absolutely love doing. Um, so, but the idea for Die for Love came from, you know, this whole album that I'm putting out on April 3rd under Landslide of Stars was sort of a general sort of thought experiment into love. Thought experiment makes it sound too intellectual. It was me looking at love, re-engaging with the world once with my son, Finn, and my wife. And, maybe I was kind of punk rock before and I was very like nothing matters, everything's meaningless. And and that having a family forces you to re-engage with the world in a really beautiful way, because you start to, for me, I started to see how much beauty there was in the world and the way we treat each other on in an individual level, on across the board. Because it's easy to then look at the world around you and go, it doesn't feel like we're doing that. You know, it actually feels like the world is a very different place. And I think there are a lot of people who would prefer it to look that way. And so when I was looking at love, and I was like, love on the intimate level is very authentic, and it's really easy to comprehend as a human. We're like, and the way I treat people in my daily life and the way they treat me, it seems like the world's okay. Obviously, that's not true for everyone. But then when you take love and put it exponential on like a more like group, religious, fanatical, whatever your group is, doesn't have to be a religion. It's a all of a sudden you get love being twisted into forms of violence and aggression. Like somehow your divine creator who created everything and is all loving and is a god of peace or is a god of love or is like, but when it comes to you, only your group specifically. Otherwise, you're allowed. It also the god of love ordains violence. Like it's the most absurd thing, and I think that's where for me, you could fall into like this nihilism, and so coming back to my family was where I realized that no, there's beauty in the intimate, and I think and meaning and value, and there's this world is very beautiful in on that level, undeniably, at least for me. And so that was what this album generally is about. And when it came from Die for Love, it was me taking like thinking like two concepts that are like perhaps on a intellectual level not at all related. The most non-life affirming thing you can do is kill someone, and the most life affirming thing you can do is love someone. And then creating this character who is bringing those two things together and saying I'll kill for love. To me, it was the most absurd thing you could do, but it's not really. If you look around the world, that's actually a very common thing that we do. And That's the general concept. So that's why when I was running, I was like, put me like there's like the all white jumpsuit and then the all black jumpsuit, and just the intensity to drive forward with these two opposing sort of devils on the shoulder idea.
Okay, so that makes sense and why I thought of Miami Vice when I heard the song, because I thought that would have been perfect for them to use that track in one of the
Yeah,
old school episodes of them going after some,
I love
just
that. Yeah,
the whole bit. That's a great song, man. I don't
thank
be
you.
surprised if somebody doesn't use that in in television or in a film. I mean, was
Yeah.
even in the back of your mind that that could be dropped in somewhere? Because to me, it's a perfect song for a scenario.
You know what, Rudy? Like, let's take it to the to some films. I'd love to. I no, you know what? I think that with my solo stuff, it's always a little bit more cinematic. I feel like
Yeah.
I get to move a little bit more into the emotion and into the story, and lyrics go first, and emotion goes first. Whereas Bedouin's always very much groove oriented first. So I appreciate that.
Oh man, great song. Cannot wait to hear when the album comes out. 2026. What's happening with the rest of the year?
So this album comes out April 3rd. I'm gonna go across the country twice with it. I've got more music that I want to put out in the fall. That'll be a sort of addendum to this record, and then go across Canada. And then Bedouin's gonna be putting out some music this year as well. We're doing Cali Roots Festival in May in outside Santa Cruz, and then we'll be doing more stuff as well. And like so, there's the schedule builds. This is going to keep building. Yeah,
As we speak, any chance you might stop by Hamilton for the Junos at the end of the month?
probably not,
Okay.
but are we stopping by? Are we doing anything? I mean, some of
Junos
these
is
shows take us.
March 28th.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Too
I
bad.
love the Junos. Love the Junos.
No, especially because in Hamilton too, right? Steel
Yeah.
Town. So it would have been great to. But why do I got a feeling that I'll probably see you at the Junos next year with all this great music coming out? So
Hey
fingers.
man, you talk to the powers that be.
I will definitely do that. Look, brother, I'll let you go. Great to see you.
Good to
So
see you.
glad that you guys are with Clarence and he's doing his thing with you guys. I think
Yeah,
it's an amazing combination, and my fingers are crossed, man. I'll see you either at a festival or I will see you guys somewhere. Love you guys. Be
I
safe,
would
and
love it.
thanks again.
Thanks, Rudy. Good to see you.